Number 2 has the cam. Tell me.
Blessel, ma'am.
Blissel. Okay, Blissel. Okay, Clint, thank you for that. Clint, Blissel. I would like you to answer the next question, Blissel. Sige, Blissel. Blissel, what do you think is growth mindset?
Pwede own perception, ma'am.
No problem. Go ahead.
For me, from the word itself, growth, more siya og kanang improvement bitaw sa atong mind, most especially when we tend to understand ourselves. And kana through the help pod sa atong mga philosophers, kanang to the help sa atong mga philosophers, kay we will be able to kanang contribute bitaw sa growth sa atong mind, most especially kay na sila yung mga studies na on how to understand ourselves. Something na basta more ga-evolve lang gid siya sa kanang growth and siguro improvement sa atong mind.
Okay, sige, very good. Now, a while ago, Clint made mention, Clint made mention about Plato's contention, and he said he read a while ago pertaining with the Plato's 3 parts of the soul, and these are the appetites, the rational, and spirited. Would you like to explain those, please?
Oh my God. Siguro sa appetites, which is more about the sense, kana atong mga senses bitaw, which is kada the sense of taste, what else? Senses na to, mga 5 physical senses na to, and the other one is atong rational or sa atong reasoning, which is kanang the way we understand things, the way we absorb information. Then lastly is for the spirited or feeling, like kanang unsa na to pag-internalize sa mga butang-butang sa atong kinabuhi.
Okay, very good. Well said, Blissel. Okay, next. Okay, so meaning, Clint, I'm really sorry. I know and I do understand pertaining with the situation where you cannot open your cam or whatever. Blissel?
Yes,
okay. In other classes, Clint won't be able to open his cam.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because of the signal?
Yes, ma'am. Naman ko sa Davao, ma'am. Then
okay, where?
Ilahadapit.
Okay, so where is the location of Clint? Hello, Clint? Sa man ito yan? New Corella. Susmurag, new coronavirus. Sige. Okay, so I'll Clint, this is, hence you are a group, then that's the very reason why I'm also calling another member to answer it for the whole group in explanation to what you have presented a while ago. So another for the group 2, it's a perfect score, so no deduction for the first round. Okay, group 3. Let's go to group 3. Group 3, ready? Okay, Ramo? Ready naman nga klase di ay? Okay, so the leader is John DeAndre. So, amumonpon, I am going to call, where is Mary Lizelle Hizoler?
Ma'am.
Very good. Sige, palangga. Okay. Kindly open your cam, please. Diyan mo kaulaw sa inyong cam kay mga kinakusgan yan inyong mga dagway, ha? Proud ya kay si mama, anak si papa. Okay, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, sige, kay nakanda mo yun mo, no? Okay. Now, okay. Taas-taas ba yato ako ang ipangatag sa inyo? Kabalo dyo kung kabalo na mo. Okay, this will be for the last time for me to have the oral recitation for the first round. Always remember, group representatives, to record your score, and the date today is September 24. For the next time that we're going to set another oral recitation, I will be calling another set of students in your group. So, kung tulo ra gyud na ka persons ang akong tawagon, except sa pareha sa case ni Clint nga wala man siya and he cannot open his cam, then medyo maglisod siya, then I will be calling another member to back up his, let's say, his answer. Okay? So, we'll now go to, okay, well, let me see. Two less lonely people in the world. Okay, where is Mary Lizelle? You've got the same, yes, Mary Lizelle, you've got the same name, that of my best friend. Okay. Oh, si Limuel, sulod na noon. Agoy niya akong Limuel. Limuel, you will be the next one to answer the question. Limuel, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Aya pa yun ibalik, ma'am, ang wifi.
Sige, very good. So, ikaw ang ako ang pangutanon, ha?
Okay, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, what is the famous quotation of Plato?
Ako, ma'am?
Si Limuel.
Ay, sorry, ma'am.
Limuel?
Yawa, ma'am.
Agay na unsa. Binuang ragani ito. Yes, Mary Lizelle. Okay. Sige, go Mary Lizelle. Okay, Mary Lizelle.
Ma'am?
Okay, sige. Ikaw pa lang ang answer. Okay, Mary Lizelle. Okay, look at this me straight in the cam. Okay, so what is the contention of Immanuel Kant?
Si Immanuel Kant nam kay
Yes.
Kuan siya, ma'am, sa wait lang muna. Ang kuan siya, ma'am, si Immanuel Kant kuan siya, ma'am, sa kuan, ma'am, final authority of more lagi sa authority bitaw, ma'am. Ang ako nasabtan nato kang Immanuel Kant, ma'am, kay kanang reason, tungod sa reason bitaw ang
Ano ba ang reason?
kuan, ma'am, reason is kanang para sa iya, ha, ma'am, reason is kanang final bitaw nga authority, ma'am, to judge, like for example sa akong based on pud sa akong nasabtan, ma'am, when
Sige.
sa kanang if a dog bites a man kanang and the reason of the dog kay katuday siya nga man is kanang thief bitaw, then gina-protect lang niya iyang owner, which is kuan, which is mo to ang point ni Immanuel Kant bitaw, ma'am, nga na ay reason, ang reason is final judgment, ma'am, ba.
Where did you encounter the example?
Wala, ma'am, gi-base lang nako sa iyahang quote na siguro to nga nato yung quote nga final reason is
Sige, go ahead.
katong reason is the final judgment,
Sige.
authority man siguro.
Okay. Very good. And then?
Then moto akong na example, ma'am, nga naay dili siya mag-judge bitaw, ma'am. It depends kung unsa bitaw ang reason para naay final nga kuan, ma'am, judgment.
Okay, final judgment of the person. Basically,
Yes, ma'am.
the reason has this so-called big weight when it comes to decision making of a person. Okay,
Yes,
so now according to Immanuel Kant, still, no, according to him, there are two kinds of consciousness. What are those?
Um, um, conscious is katong inner self of outer self. Siguro to.
What do you mean by that?
Sa inner self, ma'am, is kanang imuha gid imong conscious bitaw. Then ang outer self is murag physical self nimo, ma'am ba?
Okay. So which of the two would change?
Ang koan. Maybe ang outer self.
Are you sure of that?
Inner self. With the mga outer self like
Which is the final answer?
outer self, ma'am.
Final na yun na ha. Dili na na. I will be giving you the points now.
Ay, wait lang, ma'am ha.
Look at me straight.
Wait lang, ma'am.
Inner self or the outer self?
Inner self.
Final
Inner
answer?
self, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Inner self. Are you sure of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now, we are going to give you, okay, consciousness of alteration or changes is your own state. Unsa man siya? Ang atong asa man?
Atong consciousness.
Okay. Sa ato pa, ang pwede lang ma-change ang atong inner self.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay. Wrong ka, correct?
Correct.
Correct di ay. Okay. 5 points for group 3. Ay, nagtuon din ni sila. Okay. A big round of applause for everyone. Very good. So next round na po dayon ni ang atong oral recitation. So for now, September 24. Very good man kayo ni akong 1:30 to 3. Nagtuon di mo? Ha?
Tungod sa kakulba, ma'am.
Tungod sa
Yes,
kakulba nagtuon? Okay.
Wala kayo.
Wala kayo si Gandam nagtuon man daw kuno ni may gani pag ana nako nakitaan. Okay, now Ate Needs, shall we go to the slides please? Okay.
Okay, personal screen.
Okay, please do. Okay, Ate Needs actually is also in my account. Manang usahay na ay mga barking of the dogs. Okay. Kinaaman na siya favorite ni nga dog. Okay, he is inside also. Naana siya aside me handling the account. Ate Needs also is having this should I unsa man ati ikaw ang mukuan sa presentation? Okay, ate. So, very good. Okay. Look at okay. For a while, ha? For a while. Sige. Sige, paminaw mo kay mag-quiz ra ba daw kuno ta? Grabe, andam na ra ba ni si ate kuan og quiz. 30 minutes lang nga quiz, dali ra kaayo ni. Ate? Okay, for a while, ha?
Share screen ako.
Share screen na ka? Are we seeing it or unsa man?
Kita ninyo?
Nakita
Okay,
na
PowerPoint?
Kita na, ma'am.
nakita
Yes, ma'am.
ninyo?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Nabalik. Sige. But then Socrates first of the perspective. Okay, so dili na siya madako te kana ra siya ingana or katod yung presentation. Okay, very good. Okay, so actually the understanding the self, this is have I discussed this point to you in this class yet? Not yet, right? Okay, so understanding the self or the self from various perspectives. So let's move to the next slide, ate. Okay, let's start with Socrates. Socrates actually is a great philosopher who shaped Western thought. Mao ni sila yung mga una nga mga tao, no, nga who are very much concerned and who are known for their contentions or philosophies. And then he was actually quoted, and the most famous quotation of Socrates is, "The unexamined life is not worth living." That, for example, if a person is not really that self-aware or has a self-knowledge, life is not worth living after all. So, mauna ang iyahang contention ni Socrates. So, basically, knowing yourself can hope to improve your life. No, mauna ang iyahang gusto ipaabot sa atua. And Socrates posited that the state of your inner being or soul determines the quality of life. Next slide, ate. So, Socrates has this so-called Socratic method. No, sa una nga panahon, wala pa na nang magdalata dito o kanang microphone and interview or anything. But Socrates, as what Felix said, that it's its own way of asking questions. And the very reason nga na perfect si Felix, although wala niya gisulti ang Socratic method, is because he said, "Ma'am, kanang pare sa ako, ma'am, nag-ask a question mo, answer dayon." So that was a very good answer. Meaning, just like Socrates, he made this idea that it will be tested by asking questions. So let's say, for example, I was asking, "Blessel, unsa man dito'y nahitabo kang Clint?" Si Clint manggod, ma'am, naa siya sa Davao and he can't open the cam. Okay, then I will understand. Okay? And for now, nga nung mingon mo, hala si Ma'am Mercy, kanang kuan kayo mo consider siya. Aside from, let's say for example, I will be considering that, pero dili na siya nag-ingon nga, kay nag-consider man si Ma'am, dili ta mo tuon. Kay naagyo'y panahon nga, all by yourself na yun mo. And I really have to ask that. Meaning, honestly, mga naknak, I really have to tell you this. Ate, can we record this one, ate? This session? Okay, I'm actually, kana si ate, no? Kani si ate Nida, she's actually, kanang helping me out also with your class because I'm still knowing, no? I'm still knowing your the platform kay medyo nagsige pa manggod og kuan ang ato ang kuano kaning new step. So siguro lang nako nga kamo mismo maka-start na gid pod sa inyong klase. So, going back to Socrates, ang iyang gibuhat is mangutana siya. So, he's been asking several questions to a lot of adolescents. So, kay ang nahitabo sa iyaha kay unsaman. Okay? Ang nahitabo kang Socrates, he was being accused. Okay? Giingnan din sila nga, gihimo siya nga Socrates made known query meaning mangutana o question na on distinctive Athenian beliefs. So niingon din siya, mangutana ra siya, but then ang mga leaders of his time was offended. Meaning, nasakitan sila, giconsider din nila nga disrespectful si Socrates. That is the very reason why he was accused disrespectful to the elders and disrespectful to God, and at the same time corrupting the minds of the youth. Okay? So, next please, ate. So, tungod man na kay niingon siya nga corrupting the souls of the youth, unsay nahitabo? Gipoison dayon siya. No? Gipainom siya og poison. So, take down notes. What is the name of the poison that Socrates took or asked the officials to drink for him to be poisoned? Kisay nakabalo dire? Wala. So, assignment na ha. Sige. There is this very famous poison that Socrates took and drank for him to die. So, tungod ana nga mga accusations nga kanigod si Socrates, wa jud ni klaro gyud. Ana ng mga kwan, iyang gikorrupt ang mind sa mga youths nato. So, that is the very reason maunay na ang himo nila nga ipa-inom dayon siya of poison. So Socrates' idea, on the other hand, was and where the soul is immortal. Wala daw kuno'y kamatayon ang soul, according to him. And the care of the soul is the task of philosophy. Virtue is necessary to attain happiness. So the most powerful or important contribution or phrases of Socrates is actually, then examine life is not worth living, which I have explained a while ago. Self-knowledge is very important. Only by knowing yourself can hope to improve your life. So, mauna nga ilhon jud nato anong kaugalingon. Maunang diri sa understanding the self, I really don't have to be strict when it comes to anything like 1, 2, 3, memorize everything. But you really have to study because naamang gutay gitawag no nga midterm exam nga departmental pag yun. We really don't know what will be the process then, but I'm just preparing you nga kung may mga important nga details, inyo po i-memorize. Memorize meaning masabtan, mahimo nga significance sa inyo nga. Okay? As for me, all I know is that I know nothing. So meaning, kana nga quotation ni Socrates is, I really have to know myself because I know nothing. Okay? So far, is there a question na ipangutana? Okay, unsa man ati ako ng duhate? Okay, kinsa man to? Okay, so next please. Okay, so Ate Nida?
Ningkarat ka. Pero sa mo tong headset.
Ha? Sa headset? Ngano ka ha? Sige te, ningkarat ko. Sorry for that. I don't know. Sa ngano ni nga headset. Sige te, let's proceed ate. Next slide, please. Okay. So, remember, it was mentioned, yes, the existence of two kinds. Ingon siya, naa daw ko ng existence daw ko no, two kinds daw kuno siya. One visible and invisible. Visible is the body, which is the visible changes. Meaning, unsay makita nimo body gani from when you were still young, mo nimo ang body structure, hantod mo dako na ka. But then when we talk about invisibility, invisible means to humans yet sensed and understood by the mind. Okay. He said, okay, this is very important. Bisag maglibog mo ani. He said that when soul and body are together, nature assigns our body to be slave and to be ruled, and the soul to be ruler and master. Okay, niingon daw siya nga, ang kani daw kuno atong soul and body are together. Pero kung ang nature daw kuno mo assign nga ang body to be slave meaning mo rule out daw kuno ning mind sa imuha. Let's say, for example, you really have to follow this. And siya, according to the mind or the soul, ang body daw kuno musugot. Okay? Mo follow. That's why yung gisulat, kanat nga slide. He said that when the soul and body are together, nature assigns our body, ang body nato, to be slave, and to be ruled, and the soul to be ruler and master. Meaning, kani daw kuno tong soul, nga gitawag niya nga mind, mao daw kuno nay mag-dictate sa body nga gihimo niya nga gi-consider nga slave. Is there any question? Agoy, unsa ka ni akong silence means yes. Group 1 from group 1, any brave soul? Do you understand na ay question? Eugene Yu nasabtanra. Very good. So Eugene Yu a while ago said none so far, ma'am. Very good, Dan, for answering as well. So kanang maglisod, you tell me, ha? Okay, now, however, napajud ko no. Socrates said if the body, ang body daw kuno is reluctant slave and the soul gets dragged toward what is always changing. Okay, this would leave the soul confused. So, miingon daw kuno siya, for example, kanina dayon, kabalo mo anang situation nga miingon ta nga, the soul would really say, kana bitaw, masubraan bitaw natong dola bitaw og dota, o kani bitaw, unsa na siya, duty, o unsa na siya, sige, sulti ko na nature duty,
Call of
o
Duty.
unsa to?
Duty yung
Call of Duty di ay sige na no. Call of Duty on Mobile Legends ano siya. I don't want you to stop playing those things. Ingon dayon mo sa iyong mind. Ingon ra ba to si ma'am nga dili siya mo stop nga mo play ko ana ni kani nga mga games. But you really have to balance your time. Kay usahay man good magdula sa ako, rest ako, ay ako magtuon. So, 2 hours man ang rest. Pag abot dayon sa pag-study, nawala na dayon kay katulgod, ugma na lang ko, then wala di ay nakamata, nagkarag-karag. So, ang mahitabo, niingon dayon si Mind. Relate daw ko no si Alif, no? Si Alif ba? Okay. So, niingon si Alif na, okay, relate much, ma'am, no? So, daw ko na tong mind, mingon, kinahanglan, ako ni siyang, si Carlo pod, relate much. Ayun na, kinahanglan, mauni akong buhaton. Sus, kay niingon man si Buddy nga, kinahanglan sa dyan pag kumadula, sabi, kay kuan, pagkahuman katugon naman yun kaayo siya. That's the time that ko no, it would create comics daw ko noon sa to. It would create confusion to the mind. So meaning, there will be some inconsistency according to him. So mingon siya nga, mauni siya ang dapat buhaton. Pero kay tempa sa kadjut lang ko ng ako rin bang mga classmates kasi pagdula ko ng dula sa ko to the extent then it would create another problem. So according to him, this would leave the soul confused. So uban nakarealize ana pero ang uban mingon siya kanang acceptable na siya. Pero usay mingon kay kag relate much mingon nig hala ma'am unsaon man na nato dayon ma'am. So kung mangita na ka dayon og kanang remedy that is good. Pero moabot pa jud ka sa point nga maglibog po daw ka nga hala oy ngano pud ni nga example no na kay uyab. Sige. Be it be boy or girl o maski pag unsa nga gender. Open ta ani nga gender karon. Mingon katawa din si Dan. Mood man na Dan. Sige. So be it be mingon ka nga Mom, what is acceptable to our family? What is acceptable to our family because my religion says is like this. Okay. Hala, si Carlo, relate na po daw ko no. Sige. So, pagkuman mingon day kuno dayon nga, what is acceptable to the family and to the religion is this. But what you're doing, ma'am, na in love man ko ani niya, ma'am. And they said it's something that is against the kuan, pero to the extent that your body would really follow that I love this person. Okay? So, ang gisulti lang ni Socrates ani, ang kanidaw kuno dayon si slave, reluctant slave, and the soul gets dragged toward what is always changing. Ang kanibya si body, si visible, always changing ba daw kuno na. Supposed to be daw kuno si invisible. Ang kanit kuno si invisible is really something who would really rule out. Pero nagani kuno is swaying of the decision. Okay, hindi tayo pwedeng by the ones. Sige. Uy, ayaw mo. But then, respect begets respect. Di ba? So, ingani ni siya. Kani siya nga contention ni Socrates, ning hatag na ko ato nga example, pero murag mao to iyang philosophy ha. Pero kung sa pagkakaron, when it comes to falling in love with the same gender and it's what you believe in, it's really upright for us to respect. Okay? Now, naagay mga tao nga moingon nga, ma'am, lahi ma'am kay ingana man gyud. Well, that's your perspective in life, and the others also has their own perspective. Okay? So, next please, na ay question din ha. Wala. Plato, on the other hand, happens to be the student of Socrates. Okay? Muna, ang importansya ni Plato kang Socrates, kay si Plato ang nag-document sa mga data ni Socrates. He wrote the Socratic dialogue. So, without Plato, Socrates won't be able to have the so-called documentations of what he did. So, his famous philosophical method is the collection and division, okay? Best known for his theory of form. Now, kani siya giakwanin ako ni siya. There is also the summary that I have given you later, which we are going to discuss if we still have time. Now, the physical world is not really the real world, but reality exists beyond the physical world. So, mao po na ang contention niya. Maramigon siya nga, it doesn't limit only to the physical world. Ang ato daw kunong giingon nga kanang ang gitawag nila nga existence in life. Okay? The physical world is not really the real world, but reality exists beyond the physical world. Plato contended that ingon siya dayon no si Christ Alagon naglive siya. Okay. Og si Christian pod. Ngano na amoy mga kuan ninyo, na amoy mga unsa ninyo. Later, kinsa ra to ang makuan, I have surprises for you guys. Plato, good actions give strength to ourselves and inspired good actions in others. Meaning, kanigid ko na siya because informs, when siya theory informs daw ko no, if you have these good actions, definitely strengthen one and it also inspired good action in others. So kung ikaw daw kuno nagpakita daw kuno og maayo, maka-inspire po daw kuno na sa ubang tao to be good. Alright? Okay. Ate, next please. Okay. So Plato's three parts of the soul. So mayroon na siya appetites, the sensual, the elements that enjoy sensual experiences, meaning food, drink, and sex. That is appetites. Okay? Rational, on the other hand, is the so-called reasoning, our conscious awareness, which a while ago Mary Liesel explained to us. And nagduha-duha pa to si Mary Liesel, no? And we will know and we will explain then later nganong unsa daw to gipasabot ato ni Plato. Okay. Now, the spirited or the feeling is the part that loves honor and victory. So these are the three parts of the soul according to Plato. Next, please, ate. Okay. This is the thorough explanation. Kanino kuno si appetitive, it enjoys sensual experiences, which I have mentioned earlier. On the other hand, sa reasoning, elements that forbids the person to enjoy sensual experiences. Let's say, for example, in the Philippines, okay? In the Philippines, miingon gani ka, if you are going to have sex with somebody who is against her will, dili niya gusto, meaning, unsa man daw kuno na, di na daw kuno dayon ka sa reason mangita. Let's say, miingon ka, dili ka you're not going to have sex with this person if this person is against the act. Dili ko, I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to make love with you. I don't want to have sex, not unless I'm going to be married with you. Diba? So, diri sa Pilipinas na uban ga-practice na. Girls dayo, no? Na, okay. Usahay, kana bitang maingon bitaw, girls and boys, kana bitang maingon sa, sige na ba, we will do that as a sign of your love. Tan-awon nako kung love ba jud ko nimo. Maayo na, dili.
Bad, ma'am.
Wow, kita tong naingog bad,
Dili, ma'am.
Dili maayo, ma'am.
Dili man, very good. Gwapo kayo, ingon si si Bad Ma'am, ingon si Alif, ingon po si John Ray Bad, og si Christ. Katong girl, kinsa man to, be, kay wala na ako nakita, kinsa tong ning answer. Si Limuel. Unsa pa Limuel? Girl, katong girl. Si
Very
Carlo.
bad kina, ma'am. Very bad.
Very bad daw ko, no. Sige. Very good ko naman, very bird. Oh, very bird. Okay. Sige. Dili girl si Lemuel. Oy, ingon no kisa itong girl ning tubag, then ning pop up man si Lemuel. Ingon na ko Lemuel, unsa ga ito? Kaujud kandam. Okay. Sige. So, no, so it's like that. No, kung mingon ganita nga should you believe like I still have the Filipino values, ma'am, maski pag daghan kay influence, no? Kay kung mingon daw kuno ka conditional na nga mingon ka nga sige na ba let's do that as a sign of your love to me. So meaning conditional na, it's not really love after all, okay, but okay naiba si ma'am, okay, at the same time kung maghimo manggani mo ana, be ready that something or there will always be result. Let's say, for example, you're doing that, second year pa lang mo, third year na ba mo, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. If you're doing
Ma'am.
that, no, if you're doing that, bagito pa daw ko, no, ingon si Gandam. For example, if you're doing that to your girlfriend and your girlfriend is second year or third year as well, then it so happen na mabuntis siya. So kung ma-question na nato, will the girlfriend be ready? So, ikaw lang, will you be ready at the same time? Di ba, no? So, kamo na dayon, dinha na dayon. The part that loves the truth, hence should rule over the other parts of the soul through the use of reason. So, kana si rational reasoning, mauna dayon na. The spirited, on the other hand, element is inclined towards reason but understand the demands or passion. So kanina ko na sa spirited ug si feeling, makasabot daw kuno na siya unsa iyang gipasabot sa kanang mura giingon nila nga na siya sa reason but you would understand when it comes to passion. Let's say for example, against jud kaayo ang imong person anak niya nga tawo unsa man na imong uyabdong nga mura man na siya og whatever sa ilang reason no dili against jud si mama ug si papa nganong dili man kay naparihan nato kadato nganong mag-ing-ana man ka so mayon din ka mama I have all the reason for me to be in love with a girl or be in love with a person. Okay, so meaning the element that inclined toward reason but understand the demands of passion. Okay, question so far. Am I going too fast? Why nanubag?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Very good. Okay, so we're still on time, ate. That is just an additional, kanang 3 parts of the soul. That's just an additional info. Let's proceed with the next. Okay, core concepts and philosopher Saint Augustine's. Next, please. Okay, can you see Saint Augustine is a priest? Okay, ingon din siya, all knowledge leads to God. So, kung nandaw kuno kay mahibalan, it really leads to God. And his written works is the most influential theological system to Christian thinking. So, kani siya, more or less, ang iyang contentions, ani, it's really about religion. It's about leading towards God and your belief to God. He adopted Plato's ideas, view of the self as immaterial, but rational. The theory of form, but then in a Christian perspective, okay? So he believed that human being was both soul and body, senses such as imagination, memory, reason, and mind refers to soul as experience of the world. Okay? Next, please, ate. Ate? Hello? Okay. According to Saint Augustine, the soul held the truth and then capable of scientific thinking. Unsa kaning scientific thinking ba? Unsa kaning gipasabot nila? That once you're going to ask question, definitely you would know the person. Okay? Once you're going to do this, there will be always a result. Okay? An action, a decision first, then an action, and then a result. Okay? Concept of self was inner, when an inner, immaterial, I, that, have self-knowledge, and self-awareness. So basically, it's still a continuation, or it still has the contention of Socrates, no, that you really have to know yourself. Kay mahappy man daw kuno ka if you are going to be self-aware. Okay? Next please, ate. Okay, so here, mao daw ni si Rene Descartes, no? Mao ni siya. Okay, unsa man daw kuno siya? Examine our own thoughts. There is nothing absolute in power. So meaning, kani gyud si Rene Descartes is he really has the contention nga grabe ang power jud kuno when it comes to thinking. Okay? Or your own thoughts. Okay, next please, ate. Okay. Kaniya, please remember this because this might come out in your midterm exam as well as your prelim, probably some of this. Pero naan ni siya, mugawas ni siya sa atong midterm exam. Like cogito ergo sum, meaning I think, therefore I am, meaning the importance of your cognitive thoughts. Okay? The first thinker to emphasize the use of reason to describe, predict, and understand natural phenomena. So kanisha is, he uses observation and empirical evidence. So mauna siya ang father. He's also the father of modern philosophy during his time. Now, niingon jud kuno siya nga, kani jud kuno atong mind is the seat of all consciousness. Okay? Now, nasa gitawag ng mythological skepticism. I'm sorry for that. Okay. So, a systematic process of being skeptical. Unsa man ang skeptical be? Meaning, unsa man daw ka about the truth, belief could be ascertained as, unsa daw? Descartes' claim about the self. So niingon siya, it is constant, it is not prone to change, and it is not affected by time. So mo na yung contention. Dili basta-basta, absolute daw kuno nang giingon nila nga rational thinking. Okay? Only the immaterial soul remains the same throughout time. And immaterial soul is the source of our identity. So, guys, this is not, when it comes to philosophies, dili na ingon nga, halama, mag-memorize yun may anitanan, ma'am, para i-dig in yun nato deeper ilang mga life, no. What we're after with understanding the self is, kada isa-isa day katao from different generations, na di sila own nila nga contentions. Mauni ang reason nga amo ning gi-present sa inyo nga. But we really don't have to dig in with their contentions because all you have to do is to refer to way things na maayo po ni si Rene Descartes, ma'am da. No? Kaya makbasa na nako ninyo dito sa inyong activity 2. No? If you really understood, some of, one of the sections in my UTS, murag na I post, I don't know sa inyo ba to, na kana about understanding the self, and then knowing, ayaw mo kinanglan i-copy sa inyong classmate, kamo mismo ang mo discover. Next please, ate. Okay. Now, it facilitates thinking processes. Okay, unsa daw kuno ang mind? Okay. Experiments, investigations, analysis, synthesis, and building up it on the self to become a better person. So, furthermore, since the mind has become the seat of drives, okay, grabe daw kuno no, mo ni siya ang nakakuan jud nga the importance of the cognitive self or the cognitive side of the person. So, intellect and passion, it gives our identity and our sense of self. So, meaning, kana daw kunong atong mga drives, let's say for example, atong motivations in life, o atong intellect or passion, it really boils down and results to the sense of self. Okay, that's from Descartes. Okay, next please, ate. Okay, John Locke on the other hand, kani daw kuno siya no additional na lang ni Time pa. Kinsay na anay book dire sa inyo ha? Sa Understanding the Self. Hilom kay sila. Wala pa'y book. Wala pa'y book. Sige, ngani ni. Wala pag yun, ma'am. Sige, ngani ni ha. Di ba sa activity 1, I did not give you. I have, in fact, kani ang inyong PPT is supposed to be the teachers. But then I shared it to you because this is actually a compilation coming from 3 references. But then the main part when it comes to activities happens to your book. Okay, siguro
Ma'am, nawala yung mong tingog, ma'am.
hello? Ate?
Nana ka, ma'am.
Yung balik na ka, ma'am.
Yung balik na. Sorry. Okay. Sige. After our prelim, I will be using the book already, especially with activities or after the long test. Now, in this section, okay, wait a minute. In this section, when do you want us to have the prelim long quiz or long tests?
Next week.
Next week. Unsa man nga next week? Monday or Thursday?
Thursday lang, ma'am.
Okay. No.
Thursday lang, ma'am.
Sige. So, ingani ni, I expect that everybody will be able to study Thursday next week. I know that you have a lot of prelim requirements or exam quizzes this week. Dili ko kinahanglan manghilabot ana. Basta this coming Thursday, I also want you to study for your understanding the self. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Sige. So, wala na yung mingon, ma'am, dili ko ready. Ma'am, wala ko kasabot. Wala na yung ana, ha? Anytime you could ask me, you could PM me. Usahay po, dili ko maka-answer sa inyong PM, wa na ko nakita, or usahay na kanabitang na mark red, no? Kanang murag nabasa daw ko, no? Pero usahay matuplukan sa akong anak. So, na mark red na noon, imbis wa pa na ako na read. No? So, we'll do that next week on Thursday. Excuse me. Now, I am also planning, no, kay karon let's say, for example, karon 2:50 na. I am also planning to make a video presentation and I'm also asking Ate Nida to prepare na. Na siya magic daw kuno niya siya maton anak nako man and i-tutor dai kuno niya. I'm going to have a video presentation explaining all of this, although nag-record na ko sa inyong klase, pero sa uban man gud nga klase dili maato nga mag-explain ko sa inyo. So I'm going to have a video presentation para inyong ma-check na dili kinahanglan nga online mo all the time. Inyong i-check ang video, inyong i-upload, inyo dahil ma-review unsa ang explanation ato. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
sige, very good, very good. So maningkamot ko unsaon pag I'm going to do my best for you to understand this one kay lisod kay nang di ta ka-understand ani inyang theories. Unsaon na lang nato pag-understand sa atong self. No? Okay, so meaning, both ways ta. Mag-study ta sa theories, mag-study po ta on how to understand ourselves better. So John Locke on the other one has really a big contribution when it comes to education. Ganahan kay kung anang mag-open sa ilang camp, kung mag-open yun sila. No, kay murag, dili rang murag mga anime o mga pictures lang ang akong mga audience. Naadjud pareha ni Christian, very good. No, makita gyud nato ba nga naminaw, dili kay di ay to naghagok na di ay dito, no? So, John Locke, si Blissel, very good si Blissel. Okay, and others, John Rhee, si John Rhee kay power man kay niyang internet, maminaw man yun ni. ML also, Hilaire, Charles, Lendl, Ralph Christian, Arnold, Felix, also na all, na ay kam, sagilang Eugene, na all, sana pod moabot ra na nga time. So, don't feel inferior nga wala mo ikam. Don't feel inferior nga ga-data lang mo because someday you'll have what you really want if you're going to graduate, if you're going to do your best. Dili ni ako apa-char-char. Kay nga no, ako ning agi po. Si Alif, nakita na yun akong kagwapo ni Alif. Hala. Sige, well, continue. Now, philosopher and physician ni siya, no? Meaning, doctor po di. So, ang iya nga time si John Locke is enlightenment and thinker or the age of reason during the 18th century, no? He expanded the self, the memories of the thinking thing. And he believed that self identified with consciousness and consists of sameness of consciousness. So, kanidaw ko nung gitawag nga tabula rasa sa, o sa tabula ru, ni ana no, katong na ako'y kanang, say tawag ani, kanang oral recitation ganina, ganito mama, tabula rasa sa, tabula rasa. So, it's actually tabula rasa. Sama na siya. Next slide, ate, please. Okay. John Locke, yes, philosophy is tabula rasa. Unsa man na siyang tabula rasa? It is a theory that at birth, kung bata pa daw kuno ka, according to him, it's like a mind is a blank slate. Unsa man, empty. No, mura daw kuno, blank daw kuno. Without rules for processing data, and that data is added and rules for processing are formed solely by one's sensory senses. So the central notion actually is empiricism, meaning the importance of the self or experience of the senses. So mao daw kuno na, according to him, kung bata pa ta, blank slate daw kuno ang mind sa bata. Scrape tablet or tabula rasa upon which experience imprints, meaning tungod daw kuno sa experience, naa daw kuno'y maprinta sa blank slate. Di ba kanang green board or kanang blank nga bond paper? Okay? Kung blank daw kuno, kung miingon kag mag-imprint ka, kung na kay ma-experience, masulat din na. Si John Rhee happens to be a very determined person because when he was still grade 1 to grade 2 to grade 3, he really he was determined to really pursue. Karon, third year college na. No? So niingon si Locke argued that people acquire knowledge from the information of the objects of the world and our senses bring. Okay, so kung unsa ko, I love that smell. It is the smell of Blicel. And you know what? Blicel happens to be a person light kaayo ang akong feeling. It brings joy. So na I experience tungod sa senses, na I experience ang isa ka tao, and then it imprints something in the blank slate. Okay? So miingon dayon siya, let us then suppose the mind to be. This is very important, and you know that, kanang sa last part. As we say, white paper void of all characters, without any ideas, how come it to be furnished? Whence comes it by the vast store which the busy and boundless fancy of man has painted on it, and with an almost endless variety? So whence, kanimang good nga style nga sinulatan palangga mo na yung mga sinulatan sa Old English, no? Whence has it all the material of reason and knowledge? To this I answer in one word, from experience. So kanidaw kuno, ang ingon silag, sense of self, it's because of experiences. That's from Tabula Rasa by John Locke. Okay, known kay ni siya sa mga education majors. Okay, next please. Okay, muna si blank slate. Walay sulod. Okay, next please. And if you're going to write something out of that, then you will be able to have experiences. Now, it's already 2:57. I don't want to abuse you. You still have class 3 o'clock?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will end this so that you will be able to take your snacks. Gigutom na ba mo? Wala pa.
Gutom na, ma'am.
Tom na, ma'am.
Wala pang snack, ma'am.
What about kapit, ma'am?
Thompson, uy, paminaw sa mo. Oo. Naaba ko isa ka estudyante ba, ningon siya sa ako, ma'am, galoding na lagi ko ron, ma'am. Ngano man, kay tungod manggod, ma'am, sige ra manggod mi og noodles og tinapa, ma'am. Ingon po dahin ko sa iya siya, tinuod na, ma'am, nga magloading, ma'am, maglisod ta ana. Inko, pwede man sad gadita mag-noodles og tinapa. Unsa man, pwede mo magtanom. Okay. Kinsay dool diri sa kuan, gulay. Yes. Basoy to the max.
Lunggay. Sinabawang gulay, ma'am.
Very good. Paminaw sa mo, kung naamang gani mo yung chance, mo drop by bitaw sa, unsay tawag, USTP, naabya mo yung mapangayuan og seeds din ha. But then you tell me first kung ganahan mo, ha? Para makaplan pod mo. Anyway, it's already 2:58. So we'll stop for now. Munggos. O sige, very good. Poor man's meat kunuhay na, pero dili na siya poor kay daghay mga dato nga mga sa munggos. So, okay. So far, is there any question?
Wala na, ma'am.
Wala. Nakasabot-sabot sa katong atong gipang-explain?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sige. I really plan to have a video para mabalik-balik na lang ninyo og pa-play dayon mas murag ing-ani nga dili kayo mumukuan sa inyong load. So, gusto na ako na by next week dili na sa mag-video meetings kay luoy kayo mo sa load ninyo. So, gusto na ako nga magtrabaho sa inyong mga write-ups, By the way, so mag-study mo this coming Monday and then, pero I'm going to check kung asa na mo pagka Monday, I'll give you the 10 to 15 quiz. Kay para lang, kay naiuban diri, wa man naka-oral recitation yan, nagtuon. Sayang kaayo, unfair kaayo, no? So, ipa-quiz na mo karong Monday. Okay? Okay?
Ma'am, ano pa?
Sige.
Ma'am.
Sige, pagka Thursday dayon, mauna siya atong long test. Okay ra?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, stop.
Ma'am,
Unsa i-quiz gani sa kuan, ma'am?
Kani gihapon na sa inyong kuan, sa inyong PPT, kay taas man nga coverage palangga.
Sige, ma'am.
Okay, so,
Unsay paagi sa quiz, ma'am?
ha?
Unsay pamaagi sa quiz?
Okay, ang pamaagi sa quiz nato is through, is it possible for you to have the Google Classroom? Yes, quiz. Pwede ra mo?
Yes, ma'am.
Pwede rin.
Sige, yes ma'am. Ani ni ha, promise mo sa ako guys, ingani. Yes ma'am. Unsa ganito yung answer we? Na honest lang mo. Dili lang good. Ayaw ka kuan. And those who are here right now, kay I am truthful to my words, I really appreciate for you to those who really give importance to understanding the self. All reps kindly write +10 to everyone who are here. Okay? Meaning, you're welcome. Meaning, kanang +10, for example, sa midterm, ingon mo, ma'am, pwede na ako, ma'am, dugangan ang akong midterm nga score sa akong +10. Yes, you can. Ha? So, mabawi or you're welcome.
Sana all.
Yes. Sana all in love. Sige. So, we'll end this one because it's already time. Let's pray. I will be the one to pray. Sige. Lord God, we thank you very much for all the things that you have given to us. Thank you for this beautiful people and thank you for all the knowledge and the perfect pagyud sila, Lord. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity bless our family, especially with the COVID, and also USTP, our Philippines, and the world as a whole. This we ask in your name. Amen. Okay. So, very good kay si Carl. Bye ba? O, sige, bye everyone.
Bye,
Okay.
ma'am.
Take care.
Bye,
Take care. Bye-bye. Sige, bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
At Tinida, salamat.
Thank you, ate.
Salamat, lipay, yun na si ate.
Welcome. Salamat po.
Okay. Ate, we're done. Salamat.
Lagi? Napakay klase ba?
Yes, ate. Bye-bye, John Reed. Ha?
Bye-bye, Dion.